Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, everything's spicy and the producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this show.
Oh my God, it's late. No, it's not that late. It's 9:54. Don't go to bed yet. It's not time to go to bed yet. Especially those of you that aren't on the East Coast. Now, if you're in the UK or Norway, you should have been in bed a long time ago. But it is, hey, tomorrow's a work day, right? We're all here hanging out. We just got done humping Michael Hunt. Celebrate 20 years in the United States Army. Congratulations, Michael, on 20 years. We know I got another good friend, Travis, who will be retiring in a little over a year from now, which is an awesome feat. Whenever you can be survive 20 years in the military, wartime or not, just 20 years of what's going on. It's amazing. It's an amazing feat. I wish I had stuck around, but the hindsight, what they talk about, say about hindsight, right? So it's good to see everyone here tonight. We're starting off slow because nobody knew I was going live. I didn't know I was going live. Just it's what I'm doing. So let's go to the chat and we will start by shouting out some folks. And it showed, holy crap, that is not what I want to share over there. So let's holy mackerel. How do I clear that out of there? God. Holy mackerel. That's a mess. Holy mackerel. Is that all gone now? Okay, hopefully that's all gone. So let's invite. Holy mackerel. I almost boo-booed there, man. Holy crap. That'd have been something. Let's see if this works. All right, let's see if that works. Maybe that'll work. There it goes. Look, that looks right. That looks right. First in was Raven the Blackbird. What's up, Raven? How you doing? Raven's always hanging out. Oh, Raven's always up for a good time, right? Good to see you, Raven. We got Sir Chad from Lone Star Beer Reviews. What's up, Sir Chad? Good to see you. Mayberry U 316 is in the house. What's up, Mayberry? Great to see you, man. Oh, what is going on with my mouse? And I tell you what, I put new batteries in here and thought it was going to be better. I got an online show. Your Facebook again. All right. Yep. Well, I don't know how long we're going to be going here today. Again, this is one of those nights where it all kind of depends on what happens. So, and who shows up. And I'm thinking probably, in an hour. I'm thinking, 11 o'clock. I got a 11 and a half hour day ahead of me tomorrow. That might be all I can, but you never know, man. You never know how things happen. So I'm going to email you for a sticker. You can send a few. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Again, my email address is right. Oops, wrong thing. There you go. There's the email address. No, made that come up. Nope, that didn't work. There you go. There's the email address. Oh, let's scroll further down. Dr. Smith X is in here. What's up, Dr. Smith? Good to see you. Oh, the lovely Crazy Ann is in the house. What's up, Crazy Ann? How you doing, girl? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Mike's Outdoors and Adventures is in the house. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Good to see you, Marcedel, the lovely and the talented, the vivacious, and the absolutely stunning Marcedel is in the house. What's up, Marcedel? Good to see you, girl. Oh, let's see. I think we have shouted everybody out in the chat. So if you're in the chat and I haven't shouted you out, by all means, say something so we'll let you know we're here. We got two guys down in the basement, and I think we just pop them both up at the same time. What do you think? Well, I'll do this, and we'll go boop, boop. What's up, gentlemen? Boop, boop. Boop
Sound effects.
Fast. Sound effects live tonight. Yes.
So I did send you an email. So
okay.
And like I said, I'll send you a few back.
Got you. You got the little humping guy up in the corner there, Chad.
Uh-oh. Hey.
What's up, Blake Hurst? I haven't seen Blake up here in a while. Blake, why don't you go outside and hit that little link and we can hang out and talk a little bit. Haven't seen Blake in a while. Holy mackerel. So what have you been up to tonight, Raven?
Just taking it easy.
Yeah.
Like everybody
Isn't
else.
your life
Not
about
doing,
taking it easy? Come on, man.
What up, Maddie?
What's up,
Hey, Maddie.
Maddie Spice? How you doing, man? Maddie Spice, if you have not done them yet, this is a good challenge to try to complete this entire bag of Carolina Reaper cheese balls. It's not worth points. AnthonySpices.com. There were 73 cheese balls in this bag, and these cheese balls are hotter than Hell Puffs. Just saying. So, and there's the Atomic Menace. What's up, Dustin? How you doing, man? Jenny Books and Vlogs O'Brien. What's up, Jenny? How you doing?
She took the O'Brien off.
She took the O away from me. What the hell? Well, maybe she's working on doing a channel, books and vlogs. I got it. Yeah, hey. We all change it up every now and then. That's good. It's good. So I don't suppose you've had these, Dustin, but that would be I put that out to you too. These are. I mean, it won't be a challenge for you, but you'll enjoy them. Your heat level is definitely one above mine, but you'd enjoy eating an entire bag of these. It's only 2 ounces of cheese balls, but they were very cheesy and spicy. That's the thing with some of these things is they forget that there's supposed to be some flavor to the stuff, and these are actually very flavorful and very hot as well. So I really liked them. Unlike some other things I've had recently, which is just hot as hell.
we
And
get 2 for 1. 2 flavors for 1.
Yep. Yeah. Dustin's like me. I ate 2 bags of the Hell Puffs. I mean, it was, I don't think I had any ill effect from 2 bags. I mean, I had the eyes run and the nose run, but I mean, calf cramps, no. Maddie, I did get woken up. Drop the link on the group chat. I did wake up in the middle of the night, about 2:00 in the morning, with some discomfort. I couldn't sleep with that discomfort. It's just because my body had absorbed the water in me, so I wasn't hydrated at that point. So I sat up for about an hour and 15 minutes, drank some water, went back to bed, and I was just fine. So drop the link on the group chat later. I will do that, Atomic. We got Twisted Art ladies in the house. What's up, Samantha? Of course, we got Jelly Duck is in the house. What's up, Jelly Duck? I tell you what, man, more and more places I go, just looking at new stuff and new channels and things, I see Jelly Duck all over the place. So
Most time you see this guy in different chats.
Yep,
He was playing a video game the other day, and I was like, I couldn't tell if he was playing on a Commodore or what, but it was old school as could be. It was pretty cool to watch.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Jelly Duck. Jelly Duck lives in Kuwait.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I'm sure that they're all up to date on stuff just like we are, but a lot of these people make things like games like that last longer, and they just enjoy. I mean, my guess would be he just enjoys that. I don't want to start talking ignorant or nothing because because he's from Kuwait, but
I will say this game changer is knocking me on my tail end over here. I mean, I had
this beer is only a 5 APV or ABV, so it was that little bit of something in it kind of helped it out with the this one I had. So, but it was good. If you have not if you like something other than Bud Light, and you have a drink every now and then. I don't know if you can get them beyond Michigan, but this is a milkshake stout from Rochester Mills Beer Company, which is right where I work. And give you an idea of the ingredients. See if you can see those here.
No, I can't see him.
Nah, it's not. The camera's not focusing.
No, there's a stream of light.
But it says Pilsner chocolate crystal biscuit, black, white wheat, dark Belgian caramel. So
that sounds good.
It is good. It's a very tasty beer. Most of the stouts that I get into though have a higher APV or ABV, whatever than that. So I was like halfway into the second one. I'm like, what is the? I wasn't really feeling much from it. I said, what is the ABV on this one? And I was like, oh yeah. So
5%er.
what's up, Lazy Nate? 23 KC Killer Creations. What's up, man? How you doing? Rebecca Felter. How you doing, girl? Oh, let's see here. If I missed some Rock the Challenge. Yes, we did. That was, yeah. I couldn't make Zach shave his beard.
Yeah,
You got to. Yeah, awesome. Well, I got to keep it spicy. Yeah, those are. I do appreciate the support. That's a great way. There are plenty of ways of supporting the channel, whether through memberships, super chats, or even get merchandise off of Teespring. So, Is it a Belgian waffle beer? No. It didn't say nothing about waffle on it. It did say Belgian. It did say dark Belgian caramel. So it says ale brewed with lactose, which is milk sugars, cocoa nibs. This velvety smooth, sweet stout stands out in a crowd with a mouthful of rich roasted flavors.
So I'm trying to figure out. So I'm guessing cocoa nibs are just like not real cocoa powder or cocoa, like, I don't know. I haven't quite figured out what nibs are, but
I don't know what nibs are. Yeah, that's exactly what it says on the bottom of the can. Ale brewed with milk sugars and cocoa nibs.
I'll have to look into that.
You see different types of beers all over.
Oh yeah, I mean more and more people, more and more companies making stuff. I mean, I think it's kind of hard to screw up a stout. You might have a stout that just strictly tastes like stout and has no other, like a chocolatey or a caramely or whatever flavor to it. But if you get a bad stout, you could always add a little bourbon to it, and bad stout now good stout.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's what I did. I just did a 9.3 beer and just put a half a freaking Glencairn of whiskey in there on top of it. So it's
half a Glencairn whiskey.
Yeah. So I poured
not a shot.
I poured a half a Glencairn, and I was just gonna sip on that all night. As I drink my beer. Normally, that's what I do. I'll pour half a Glencairn and just drink it at night. And then I was like, I'm gonna do a little bit of a game changer. And so right before Groovy jumped off the last stream, I poured a little bit in there. I poured about a shot, and Groovy goes, "Pour the whole thing in there, you bitch." And I was like, what? And then I poured the whole thing, and I was like, fine. And he goes, okay, I'm jumping off, and left. I was like,
yeah, that sounds like Travis.
It's like, you punk.
I was wondering where he went when I came back. I was like, and then of course when
23
Mike ended the stream, I thought, well, maybe Mike had said he was going to end the stream, and y'all were waiting for me. So,
nah.
Mike?
Yeah, he's like, dump the whole thing in there. I was like, what? What up, Matt?
So yeah, we're not doing it. Sounds like a Boilermaker, kind of. Boilermaker is usually a beer, and then they take a shot in the glass and drop it in there. So Boilermaker, I mean, the way you mix yours is almost about as strong as a Boilermaker, because again, you got to leave room for that shot in that beer. So it's probably a good, like a third of the alcohol of the beer is probably on a Boilermaker. I would guess would be the liquor that's in it. So I am sober too, Becca. No, and I'm not drunk. I'm feeling good, but I gotta get a good night's sleep. Got 11.5-hour workday ahead of me tomorrow. So
the email that I captured from the bottom of your live stream is missing the G. It says everything THIN spicy. So I copied it from there. So just a heads up on that. I got a mail delivery notification, so I'll correct it.
No problem. Yeah, we'll pop a couple of those in the mail to you. Get it out.
I may send you a beer back or something with some stickers. Well, normally, like whenever I send mail, people are like, "Hey, now that I have a couple of stickers that were made by Twisted. Whenever I send out those stickers, normally I'll either stick like a Lone Star beer in there, or I'll just stick some type of Texas local beer."
You just reminded me. That makes sense. What's Jimmy Ojisan made up that dirty nutsack thing for me. I ought to make that into a sticker.
You could, yeah.
I put it on a shirt, but I ought to make that into a sticker. So I went to look at that.
I need to get that shirt for sure.
Because I got plenty of stickers. I got, Sty 2.0. I've got like 3 of the different, everything from a hologram to a black, everything spicy to a white, everything spicy. I got one of me in the mankini. That's a popular one.
Yep. The mankini is always a go. I mean, I've seen the mankini in a few different places.
I remember when we first got memberships, and I could put, my emojis in there. Those guys for a week killed my chat with the mankinis. I mean, they were just constantly filling my chat with to the point where, Sty used my mankini one, and she had memberships at that time. She was using the mankini one. It was funny as hell. It was just like I couldn't go anywhere without the mankini popping up. It's like
it was actually funny. Like the first time I saw your mankini, it reminded me 2 years ago, my buddy got married and we went to for his bachelor party. We went to a nice posh hotel. It was like right before this whole stuff hit, but we went to a nice posh hotel and they have a pool, like a rooftop pool. It's like a happening place. My buddy, crazy as can be, walked outside with the mankini and security grabbed him and just manhandled him. It's like, get your ass out of here. Like, it was too revealing or whatever. Yeah. But everybody was dying laughing. Everybody was like, let me get a picture. Let me get a picture. And security's like, no pictures, and just rushed them off. It's hilarious.
I tell you,
that does actually happen to a lot of people.
The most fun we ever had was on a cruise ship, and we were on a cruise ship with Virginia Tech college students for spring break. So it was like, I want to say it was February or March, and we'd had a fun time with these kids. We're older, they're younger, obviously. And the last day, my friend brings out this $20 blow-up doll, the traditional blow-up doll with the mouth is and everything, just cheap as hell, right? It's nothing you'd ever do anything with. We brought that out on deck, and that thing got passed around the deck like it was nobody's business. Everybody was taking pictures with it, going down the slides with it. We had so much fun that last day on the cruise ship with that thing. It was hilarious. So,
and if you have not taken a cruise, I highly recommend it if you're not afraid of boats. They're so much fun, and you meet people from around the world on those things.
Yeah. Well, it looks like, our friends are going out in February on a cruise, and they were like, yeah, you guys ought to come. Well, we got to get our visas renewed. Our passports, sorry, not visas. Passports renewed. But the problem is we're finding out that all these cruise ships are going to require you to be completely vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with my wife is about 5-6 years ago, she was in dire situation with a blood clot in the hospital and was in ICU for 7 days. And she's on blood thinners and not really sure we want to her, getting something that could potentially cause that problem again. What's up, Roman? Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Yeah, so whenever
just don't want to take a chance on some of these vaccines and stuff like that.
And there's probably there's a 99.999% chance that nothing will happen, right?
But that one slight percent.
and the people that have had problems with I'm not going to go into this tonight because we went into the other night, but people who have had problems with the shot had those issues. So, but we're not going to go into that. What's your next pet rock idea? No, I'm just joking. You're going to do that the other night. You're going to do that the other night to get off the topic. What's your pet rock idea? The one idea you had is something that you come up with, it would be $1 million idea.
A pet rock. Yep. I made one of those with my sister or my niece and nephew a couple weeks ago. They painted rocks and put them on the edge of their house because I guess their neighborhood, all the kids make them and then they pass it, like they replace them.
Oh, that's cool.
Like each week you have a new rock.
Or a lot of people do that too.
We ought to do that. My wife's making a fairy garden for my grandson who passed last year. It'd be nice. She's got a little heart-shaped stone with a wing on it with his name on it. And she's putting out there that she's putting this clear coat that's designed for that to be out, so it can be out in the sun and everything else. But we ought to probably find a little rock for her too. Maybe something that she could paint, and then we could clear coat it and whatnot, and she could put it out there by his heart. That would be cool.
Yeah,
it's a great idea.
That would be wonderful for him.
Yeah.
And it's something that granted, it's good for kids too. Granted, they just smear paint on it or whatever, draw a smiley face on it, and next thing you know, someone takes your rock and replaces it with their rock, and then throughout the neighborhood when the kids are playing, they're like, hey, these people have my rock on there, I drew that, and it's like down the street, it kind of gets passed
that does seem cool. Yeah, we used to do weird stuff like that in the neighborhood back when I was a kid, but again, we don't live in a neighborhood now. We live out here in the country, so
like in the boondocks.
I'm not the boondocks. We're not country, but we've got 6 acres. The guy next to me's got 6 acres, and the guy over there has got. So we're not houses in a subdivision, but we're not. There's not.
That's how they're building some of these houses with a good sized yard or whatever they can put in a.
Hey, Roman, I have a question. So the other day when you were on here with Spicy, you mentioned that you're fixing patches on computers. I took it you're an IT guy, or
big time.
Big time IT guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually in school right now to become an IT guy, so I can learn a few things from you, I'm sure.
I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, Roman. I think he's kind of a self-taught guy, and then as he went along, he learned more. He actually helped his brother learn, if I'm not mistaken, and do it too. So, what's up, Saucy Shane? How you doing, my saucy brother?
What up, Saucy?
Oh,
I'm going to my computer.
Right now,
I don't know if you heard the.
I'm going to head out because I got to watch my NCIS Los Angeles.
All right, man.
Right after that, New Orleans.
All right. Have a good night, Raven.
Have a good one, Raven.
Peace, brother.
See you, buddy.
Keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy.
As Groovy would say, F you, Raven. I'm kidding.
There you go, right? Oh, we don't do that. It's getting warm down here in the basement. Man, usually it's kind of cool down here. I try to keep the fan off. It's funny. We were, was it live last night or night before last? I was having a hard time hearing people. Like Mike, I was having a hard time hearing. It seemed like everyone except for like Matt that was up here, I was having a hard time hearing. And even Samantha had to turn her volume up. I don't know if the little fan back here going on low was messing with my hearing or not, but Roman, I've started careers.
I said, well, help me if that's that's what you do. Like, I'm just now learning. I've gotten a few certifications under my belt the last 10 months, but still I have no hands-on experience. I'm kind of fine by the seat of my pants right now. Yeah. Just getting through school and getting certifications first.
Yeah, you couldn't teach me how to do anything with it. It's taken me forever to learn what I know how to do. I'd love to get off of StreamYard and go, or at least be on StreamYard and have what is the operating system? Huh?
OBS.
I wish I had the patience. This is my biggest problem with anything is patience. I wish I had the patience, because I had OBS downloaded on here one time, because if I used OBS, I could use my GoPro as my streaming camera.
Yes.
But if you're streaming through StreamYard, it is still going to be at 720p or 1080 if you upgrade to the pro level. Mm-hmm. So it isn't going to make a big difference for all of that. But I was kind of messing around with it. But that's my biggest problem. And I think it's something you have to, if you're going to be an IT guy, you got to have some kind of patience. But even that, I don't have any patience for that. So
Micah freaking kills it though. He destroys the OBS and he knows how to work it and all that. But when you do stuff like that, obviously there's a Stream Deck that really helps him get through a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And again, I Googled this stuff, but a lot of that stuff, they start using lingo and things like that. And I don't understand the lingo. Saucy Shane, I'm having Pizza tonight while watching this. Heiko's Pumpkin Pyro along with Eye of the Scorpion. Nice. So of course his mouth is on fire. Makes
Good
sense.
Lord. Quite a bit of things going on over there, Lawn Dog.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. But that's the best part of it, right? You know, I think half the time that's what we do it for. You know, the taste is good, but your mouth feels alive when you've had something hot and spicy, and at least for me, anyways.
I mean, it's like when I did those burgers today, I put some of that Carolina Reaper stuff on it, and I mean, it woke me right up.
Oh yeah. It's hard to be sleepy. Doing anything Carolina Reaper or Ghost Pepper Wise or anything else. So,
Roman, I trade beer for anything.
There you go.
But no, like whenever I did the 25-hour live stream, at the very end, of course, I'm like half awake, half lethargic, just out of it. And right at the very end, Groovy pops on, and I still have that hot sauce. And he had the exact same one, and me and Magma took a shot of it, and he didn't tell her how hot it really was. And I'm sitting there on fire, and she's like running around the room down there. It's like, why did you not tell her?
What kind of hot sauce was it?
It was the black pepper Carolina Reaper hot sauce. I'll get the bottle and show it to you so you can see it.
What's up, Roman?
Hey, bud, how you doing tonight?
Still light outside in Colorado.
A little bit, yeah. Moon's coming out. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, there's the moon.
There you go. Disturbing the neighbors. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You got a coat on, man?
No, this is my robe.
It's this stuff.
Oh, that's your robe. Is that the one that caught on fire?
Yeah, no, that one I had to burn. I mean,
that one I had to burn.
I had to throw it away. It got burnt.
You know, I don't know why I didn't take that and make that your intro. I'm gonna have to go find that again and make that your intro whenever you come up. Makes sense, right?
Well, whatever you got to do, Phil. I don't care.
Whatever you got to do, Phil. You know, because I think always putting the beer can up here. You know, the rotating beer can for
the can is kind of getting old. Yeah, getting a little old.
Matty J, thank you, man, for the super chat. Let's give Matty J. a little show him a little love here, shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt J. Do appreciate it. Anna M came in. What's up, Anna? How are you doing?
Whew, that sauce is hot.
Oh, you take a little more, did you?
Well, I just took a swig out of it. Oh yeah. Had to wake the sinuses up.
Got to wake the sinuses up. Well, I think I'm going to do a solo video here in the next couple of nights and do Johnny's 6 hot balls again. So.
Are you gonna do like a live video or just like a recorded video?
I think I might actually do it Tuesday, well before 21090. I don't know, but you know, my things, my schedule in my head changes all the time. What I actually need to do is do one of these Jeff Dunham sauces because from what I understand, there's only one other person out there that's got one out right now, and I need to be probably one of the first people out there, and maybe it help with the views. I don't know.
Those things will get views like
if people are looking
everywhere.
for them. Yep. Because again, big name. there's a lot of big sauces out there, but who the hell knows Hellfire hot sauce other than people in the chili community for the most part, you know.
True.
And you got a guy like Jeff Dunham puts out a hot sauce, like Steve O puts out a hot sauce. My guess would be that Jeff Dunham is probably better known than Steve O. Different group of people, but
yeah. I mean, from what you showed earlier, I think those Jeff Dunhams are probably going to be much hotter than the Steve O's.
Mm-hmm.
Just by looks alone.
Well, the Steve O one again is just habanero's the hottest one in there. And this is the Carolina Reaper, Ghost Pepper, and Scorpion in this one. So
That'd give you some burn.
oh yeah, that this is one that if you do a real spoonful of it, you probably feel that really good. So I've got to have something. If I'm going to do it, I got to have something down here to do it on after I do it. So it's a thought. I'm trying in my brain. I'm trying to somehow in my brain incorporate something that he does. I thought about bringing Sty 2.0 down here, or bringing him down on camera, and like talking to him, and then I would have to edit in a voice for him, and that's probably what has kept me from doing anything. It's just I don't want to half-ass that. I want to have something kind of prepared, So.
No, Jeff Dunham sucks ass. I hate that.
What? Jeff Dunham's hilarious.
Bullshit. All right,
He's hilarious.
He's
we'll
a good.
agree to disagree there.
You don't like his freaking
his
his
guy,
stupid transviloquism, whatever doll.
He's got a fucking hand up a doll's ass all day, every day. It's not my thing. Sorry.
And the guy has turned himself into a multi-millionaire doing what would be one of the weirdest things that turns chicks off. But you know what? It's got him a 20-year younger wife.
Yeah.
Well, money will do that.
Exactly.
And yes, Lawn Dog, Jeff Dunham has the hot sauce.
Yeah, I don't know if they've if there's any more out there. Last night they were saying it was sold out. I mean, at some point they're going to have some more, but
would you seriously want a chick 20 years younger than you? Like, would you
Why
want to
not?
have to deal with that? No.
Like I'm 40, and
if I had millions, I could probably deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. That's the thing. Is I don't want to have to deal with anything. I don't want to have to deal with it. I like it nice and peaceful and easy.
I mean, if you're already successful and you get a chick that's 20 years younger than you, chances are she's a gold digger.
True. I mean, hell, I think I'm 40. But I did a 20-year-old. Yeah,
that would just.
She would probably rock my world.
See, that's the hardest thing I have with younger women is when you see a younger woman, and the guys at my work a lot of times like, hey, did you see her? I'm like, no. I think of when I see them and they're like one of my daughter's age. It's like, dude, that's just sick.
Yeah,
Right.
Because I've got daughters in their late 20s. It's like,
too.
no, that's sick.
Yeah, it's like no. What are you gonna be, the new daddy? Come on, it's ridiculous. I never understood the old guy. I don't care how much money I had. If I had $100 million, if I was a billionaire, it wouldn't matter. I'd still want somebody my age, somebody that's been through my experiences. And somebody who, knows how to deal with kids and life and yada yada yada.
What's that mean? I'm single, no kids. I was look older. I mean,
yeah, but usually when you've got that 20 years younger, older spouse, you got someone that's there's no kids involved. There's no little kids. They're usually the older person has adult kids that are at least out of the house and things like that. And there aren't I can't imagine there's too many old guys that marries a young girl that's got kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's usually going to be the young girl that doesn't have kids, so he doesn't have he doesn't have to raise her kids.
That's the deal. Is I don't want to deal with a girl that hasn't raised her own kids. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think I think you and I as fathers, you and I understand. How much crap you have to put up with, and just raising a child and all the effort that goes into that. I mean, it's huge, and so I could never date a younger woman that didn't have kids. Certainly, even when I was dating just a few years ago, when I was single, I didn't want to have a girl that didn't have kids because there's a level of maturity that you gain there.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, my ex, she was like 2 years older than me. She had no kids, and I mean, I've explained this to a couple people. We would go out, and she would drink Jameson right out of the bottle, and she would walk up to some dude and punch him and get me into a fight with him. And I was like, if you had kids, you wouldn't be that immature. The fact that she didn't have kids was I mean, granted, kids don't show maturity, but it helps. It kind of grounds.
I definitely wouldn't want to date someone like that. That would, get
But
you
who
in
won
fights
the
and
fight?
things like that, right?
Who won the fight? Well, I mean, I've lost a few and I've won a few, but I was like, damn it, I'm sick of going to bars and going to freaking sit in the damn drunk tank overnight because of her dumbass.
Right.
Amen, brother. My ex used to drink all the time, and then she'd come home, and she was drinking with her girlfriends. That one of them in particular, her husband and them, they would get in domestic violence situations all the time. Like they'd end up punching each other and that type of thing, and just staying together for the sake of the marriage. And it was like completely pointless. But she'd come home hammered drunk, fucking 8, 9 o'clock at night. I already fed the kids. I already put kids to bed, and she'd come home just shithole hammered and pissed off at me at everything that everybody else did in the world.
Yep. That was her problem. She loved her Jameson way too much.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I've never had to deal with that. I got married young. I was 22 years old when I got married. We've been together for 31 years. She more or less has had to put up with me. But I've never
not
been
all
an
as
angry
sexy
drunk
as you,
man.
Phil.
Yeah,
No, we're not. Yeah, we got work to do. I'm gonna be up to Phil level at some point.
Well, trust me. When we got married, it was the whole, you only get married one time. It's for better or worse, and we've gone through some really good times, and we've had times where we were, it wasn't so fantastic, and I have had things to do with it and things like that. Hey, but 31 years, we're not doing it for the kids. It's not a kid thing. We both love each other. So it works for us. So.
And I will say, I give a shout out to the significant others of YouTubers. I mean, some husband and wives are both YouTubers. One is just the husband, one is just the wife. But if you're a big time YouTube channel and you're pumping out videos, you're doing live streams, it's, it takes a very patient individual to probably deal with something along those lines.
Well, if YouTube becomes your job, then it's just like a job. You're putting in 50, 60, 70 hours just like you would at your job, right?
Yeah, true.
So that would make I mean, when you do YouTube like I do, and I work 50 hours a week, and then when I come home shortly after I get home, she was always like reading a book or watching TV or whatever, and I'd be watching like a baseball, hockey, or football game. So I just replaced baseball, hockey, or football with YouTube, and I come down here and do my thing. She's upstairs doing her thing. We were all doing this all before. So, what's up, Jules?
What up, Jules? How are you, sir?
So, yeah, different Jules.
Well, no, I know who Jules Small Gardening is.
Okay.
That's why I said, "What up, sir?" I didn't say, "Hey, girl." Yeah, I've been over there.
Had an interesting experience tonight. I was sitting in the garage, just smoking a cigarette, just hanging out, and somebody walked by. I had the garage door open, and this gentleman and this young lady and this tiny little daughter walked by, and it was the cutest thing, man. I mean, he was just like, "Hey, you got Marine Corps plates?" He's like, "Did you serve?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I served." Or he's like, "Is it your father? Is it you or your father?" Like, my father? No, he doesn't exist. So, and then I went down and talked to him at the bottom of my driveway. Of course, I had to take my robe off, and I got real clothes on. I really am not just wearing a robe. But anyway, walked down there and talked to him. Turns out this guy's he did 4 tours in Vietnam.
Wow.
And he lives right around the corner from me. So I met his daughter. And I met their little granddaughter, and she's a tiny little thing, 5.5 years old. She's really proud of that half, 5.5 years old. And I mean, it was super cute. It was amazing. They came by and he asked me, he's like, "Oh, that's a Mustang. What year is that Mustang?" And he's got a 67 Mustang in his garage that he wants to fix up. And I was like, "Oh, invite me over, whatever I can do to help out." It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
Now, was he? You said he did 3 tours in Vietnam. Was he a Marine as well?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always the weird thing for me is that when I meet someone at my business and we get to talking because I've got my screensaver on my computer is my Marine Corps American flag.
Yeah.
And they'll ask, "Oh, did you serve?" Blah blah blah. And we get to talk about it. And it's like, yeah, I'm not quite in the same shape as I was when I got out, but
pretty close.
because the last thing someone will do is look at me and say, "Yeah, that guy looks like he was, in the service." But hey, it is what it is. Someday I'll get back on the train and get some of these LBs. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to drop. I mean, this whole freaking been in school for 10 months, been quarantined and all that shit. I'm like, I've gained so much pounds just drinking beer and shooting the shit.
That's me. I should probably go back to just drinking bourbon and water and chill out on the beers. The beers are so good, but the beers, I'm sure. Well, that's just it. I have days where I don't hardly eat any food, and then I'll have a couple of beers and these stouts, and I'll get on the scale in the morning thinking, man, I should have lost a pound or two not eating anything yesterday, but it's like, nope. So I got a feeling these stouts really just kind of help keep it on. So hell, I lost 70 pounds changing my eating habits and still drinking Michelob Ultra every day. But it was Michelob Ultra, so it's like, so.
Yeah, it's Michelob Ultra.
But like I said, I mean, I was doing my live stream the other day, and people were talking about how they appreciate the dad bod, and I was like, "Sweet, I'm not a dad, but I got the bod, so I can pull it off. I can pull it. It's like it's a new fad. It's like there was a lot of women saying we don't want some guy who is a health nut and is all trim and chiseled and eating all these protein shakes and all that. Like, just give me a good, fluffy, nice, funny guy. It's like, sweet, fit the bill."
But now if a girl's into all the other stuff, but I mean, it's just like a woman that's got a bunch of drama, right? A guy that is a gym rat and he's all about all that other stuff too, means that he's probably not about you,
Sure.
And chances are, I'm not going to stereotype any gym rat guy that has got the 6-pack and everything else. Chances are, he likes the female attention.
Yeah.
And if he's dating you or married to you, chances are he's probably not, it wouldn't take much for him to be unfaithful. Just my take on it. But
he meets one girl at the gym that's got the exact same everything he has, and
well, even if the girl at home is like that, if he is out there and ladies find guys like that, go to the gym especially, find guys like that attractive. It's as a guy and a girl is coming on to you, it's hard to be, no, I'm not interested. I'm married, and so.
Man, how many times I told my ex, I said, I don't give a shit if you weigh 350 pounds. If you were just a nice lady, if you were just nice to me, if you were just a sweetheart, I would take you. I don't care. I honestly don't care. So yeah, you could have your tight little 6-pack stomach, and you whatever, chase those little bitches. That's fun. I'd rather just have a nice, comfortable, soft woman to come home to every night. And seriously, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, just I fought for those tiny little women forever, and it's pointless.
I think we can all put up with a man or a woman as long as that person is good to you.
Yeah.
Right? As long as you don't have to worry about that person going out and that person's not watching every move you're making and everything and worried about you. As long as you two are comfortable and someone's got some extra, I mean, look at me, I've got a lot of extra LBs on me. And, I think at the end of the day, as long as everybody is doing the right thing, you can be okay with one another with some extra weight on there, So
at the end of the day, absolutely.
At the end of the day,
you look good, girl.
As long as you're not on, my life is 600 pounds, and
you're not laying in bed and you can't move and you lift your leg, it falls off. Yeah.
Well, and I
You
mean,
can't you can't
I've
get
known
600
people,
pounds without someone enabling you. So
right?
I mean,
Well, and I've
I
known,
can't watch that type of stuff. It just I'm like, yeah.
I've
I know
known
some of
couples that were like super energetic and that wanted to work out constantly and that type of thing, and they, they got along together. I never seen those relationships last, unfortunately, which is weird.
well, if you're both in great shape, one person may be really committed to the relationship, but the other person might be until that right other person comes along that stimulates your they flatter you, they make you feel good and whatnot, maybe in ways that your spouse doesn't, and that's what screws stuff up. So
true. Yeah.
that is what messes the things up. So here we go, talking all philosophical again, like we were last night.
Yeah,
So what's
there we go.
what's your pet rock idea? This is my new thing. So what's your pet rock idea? Your $1 million pet rock idea. Blah, blah, blah.
And it's funny because that transition happened, and then we backtracked, or y'all backtracked. It's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. So it's relationships, when you've been married as long as I have, they become comfortable. You hope the other person doesn't think you take them for granted, and you hope that that vice versa too. So twisted art later. It don't look like I did a year ago, and I hate it.
I need to go shave my balls, or else she isn't going to want to see me anymore.
I can be a diva again.
Yeah. Well, see, I went and shaved my face, and she got a little spoiled with the baby face. Then the kisses are a little less prickly, right? And,
you were looking a little rough there.
Whatever, Phil.
Whatever, Phil.
Whatever, Phil.
Whatever.
I was not looking rough. Was I looking rough? I always look a little rough.
I mean, hey, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you were looking rough. You were looking unkept, and hey,
Well, it's been pandemic season, man. It's like
pandemic, yes, but at the end of the day, we still all have a spouse, and we have someone that we should kind of look good for, even if we're not leaving the house. What's up, Bradley?
At the end of the day, that is true.
At the end of the day, you should love me no matter what. Well, yeah, but you should shave your balls, your ass, and your chin every now and then too.
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah, you're right. No, dead on balls accurate, but
my face doesn't get shaved very often.
When your wife goes down on you, it looks like a hair bomb went off. Then it's you should probably take care of it.
We could talk about the how often that happens too. I mean, that's part of getting married.
Yeah, early on in a relationship, that is great. Later on in the relationship, it's like,
yeah, when you're single, it's like slurping on that shit like they need it to survive, like it's the antidote to the poison that's inside their body. But
beer is really good.
Eventually, that's your job, not theirs.
I have a deadly Carolina.
I tried that once. I almost broke my back.
Yeah, I got all my peppers. Lawn dog, I got all my peppers outside now. I've got yellow scorpions, primatalis, Carolina reapers, something else, and then some purple jalapenos. So I think it's next weekend. I got to get some more topsoil here, get them planted in the garden, and let Mother Nature take over.
I want to try a primatali. I've never had one.
Primatali is hot. I will tell you, primatali is, when I had my primatali, I said it was I think either a 7 or an 8. So Carolina for me, reaper is usually a level 5 or level 6 on my heat level. Boom. It comes, it goes, and that primatali that I had, that was it gave me that initial fear that I had when I had my first Carolina reaper. It's like, oh no,
all right,
how hot that was.
I gotta try a primatali, man. Gotta try it. You
And it's
hit me
funny,
up.
he kind of got a fresh pod to groovy. He's like, nope, not having it.
And you know what? I was the same way. I had done Death Nut 2.0. I had done the Toe of Satan. I had done all these hot things, right?
Mhm.
And I got my first scorpion pepper, and I'm at work. And I take this thing and I dice it up. I take this little sliver and I stick it in my mouth and I start chewing it up. And almost instantly, sweat is beating down the back of my neck. I take that plate with the rest of that pepper on it and I throw it in the garbage, and it says, no one should ever eat anything like that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't but a few months later, and I'm growing my own, and I'm sitting down here in the basement, and I eat 21 Carolina Reapers. And it's that whole, it's a fear factor. It is. It's when you eat something like that and you experience things you've never experienced, or pain, or the heat that you've never experienced, because that's what heat is pain. When you experience that you've never experienced like that before, your reaction is different. Once you get used to experiencing that, then it's how much you can experience it, right? You know, it's like how much can I take, you know? So
Yeah, those chocolate scorpions I had, they beat the
What's
shit
up,
out
Mallory?
of those Reapers in pain. They were way hotter. Chocolate scorpion beat the Ruger scorpion. I don't know, man. The Carolina Reapers that I had, well, they were the Reapers I had. They're all
you did
different, right?
that day. You did 7 super hot peppers. That was freaking nuts. Because for you, usually a pepper 2 or maybe even 3 was like your tops on a night. And then of course here you did 7 peppers. You're a guy that doesn't prep. I can't imagine doing 1 Carolina Reaper on a belly full of beer. I don't even want to think about it. But
Yeah,
now
well, I did the 10 hobs like 2 weeks before that. I did 10 habaneros.
Yeah, and 10 habaneros isn't the same as doing 7 super hots.
No, that's like 1 Reaper,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, prep. You know, some pussies have to prep. No, I've never.
Well, some of us don't like to. Some of us don't like to have the pain inside of us, and you know what the pain is like inside of you, and you don't like it. You know, you'll spend several hours in the fetal position on the couch, wishing you hadn't done that. But you know.
Well, and my stomach's not as tough as yours, Phil. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, you've seen me do the tube of terror. I've done it twice now, and I've only made it halfway through.
Well, your stomach is smarter than mine.
Yeah, my face is fine. The heat does not bother me. It hits my stomach, and my stomach's like, you're the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. This shit's coming out.
Exactly. Which is surprising that you got through half a tube of terror, but yet you finished those 7 super hot peppers.
Yeah, that is weird. That is weird. I don't know how I can do 7 super hot peppers. It's got to be the chemicals. It's in the. I don't know what they do.
Oh, those chemicals. That's what it is for me. And like the tube of terror is the damn chemicals. I mean, that's anything. You know, the capsaicin crystals, extract, those types of things that aren't natural. The peppers, the pods I'm good with. The pepper dust in the chocolate and stuff, I'm good with. The pepper dust on the cheese balls I did yesterday. Hey, I'm good with that. Add some tincture, or add some extract, or add some add some capsaicin crystals to it. Changes the whole thing for me.
Anything chemical, man. Like it's like there's got to be something. Like those aren't just straight pods. I mean, I guarantee I could eat the same equivalent amount of pods without throwing up. That shit hits my stomach, and it wants to come right back up. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've done, the little nitro, right?
Right.
I did 2 Pocky 1-chip challenges back to back, no problem. Done some of those things, and then I did a couple soup spoons. I think I did 3 soup spoons full of what was that sauce that had extract in it? It
Right-handed
was
doom.
Yeah, the right-handed doom. You got it. I did like 2 or 3 tablespoons of that, soup spoons,
That's a
And
mistake.
yeah, my body was just like, no, this is just a bad idea. And it's not that the heat bothered me. It just, my stomach was just like, no, no. What are you doing to me? Oh, who's this?
What's up, Samantha?
Hi, Sam.
How you doing?
I need to jump down. So I appreciate it. Everything's spicy.
All right, Chad.
Rock. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, man.
You have a good
Cheers,
one.
brother.
Have a good work
Keep it
week.
spicy.
Good to see you.
I'm not gonna take another one of these for the night. I'm hot. I'm
you go.
sweating already. Later.
What's up, Mallory?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up? That nice scenery behind you.
Yeah, it's my house.
It's my house. Well,
Yeah,
you're sitting
oh
out
my
in the
gosh,
yard.
my green
Why?
screen's being weird though. In that corner there. Look at that.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's a shadow from your. It's a shadow from your chair.
Yeah.
So how you doing today, Sam?
Good. I just got done over there. I figured since you were still on, I'd pop in.
Yeah, stupid me. I'm still on. You know I am.
Yeah.
If people are
Good, Sam.
engaged or having a good time, I'm here.
That's totally weird. Anyways.
So, well, look
Oh.
at us, Roman. We got two lovely ladies up here with us. Wow.
How you guys doing?
How did you do that?
I don't know, right? Just lucky, I guess.
You're definitely lucky.
Would you guys just all come from the same place, Mallory? You and Dennis popped in at the same time.
No, actually I've been hopping around.
That's weird.
I've been going in and out, and then I was like hopping off a live stream and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go sit in the back of my computer and edit. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll just go see Phil for a little bit.
That's cool. Thanks for stopping in.
You're welcome. I'm gonna turn off my green screen. This is totally distracting me.
Well, that's me. I've had mine up a couple times. When it does something, anything that is just, it bugs me. So
Yeah, it's just the shadow, I guess.
yeah.
Oh well.
Well, that's what they say. You know, if you got a green screen, you're supposed to have a light at the bottom of the green screen shining up
Yeah.
on the green screen because you're so close, you cast shadows on it. So yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
This green is much better than what's behind it, though. So
Oh no, we've seen what's behind it before. That's perfectly fine. We're good with that.
how you doing, Sam?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I don't have the kids tonight, so I'm happy.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, it feels good to have a little break.
And Dennis is like, yeah, me and Mallory always hanging out together. Yeah. Hey, Harry showed up. What's up, Harry? There's Leprechaun TV. Suddenly people are coming out of the woodwork. There's Eileen Ballou, the fam.
Hey, Eileen.
Tuna. Well, there must have been something going on somewhere. Everybody's showing up all of a sudden.
Well,
Maybe-
you say 1 hour live stream, and then we pop in to see how much time is left.
Yep, sorry,
That's what
guys.
I
I got to
did.
end it. Keep it spicy. Good night. No. Wow. Hey, I was committed to an hour and figured, you know, I'm always one of these people that's like, if it goes longer, it goes longer, you know? So,
Yeah.
of course, there's E-Waste. What's up, E-Waste?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Crazy Ann.
Crazy Ann. Yeah, she's been hanging out. She comments every now and then, you know,
Yeah.
people when they come in.
I was actually wondering if I should go live and just do a crazy wild panel tonight since I don't have my kids. And then I saw everybody was live, and I'm like, nah, you know, I'll just screen hop.
Yeah, it's funny because I was watching. I had planned on going live tonight, and then of course when NBA went live at I think it was 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I was like, oh, that's right. Last time he went live though, you know, usually he sings for like 2 hours and he's done, and you know, then Sty does his thing. Well, the last time he went live, he had the Zoom and he had guys up on his panel and everything else, and he was live for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it was like, holy crap. So I was wondering if that's what he was going to do again tonight since he wasn't up against Sty. But after a couple hours, it seemed like he was done. And then, of course, our good friend Mike Hunt, not the Mike Hunt that you made.
Yeah, the Hunt for the Heat.
Yep, from Hunt for Heat.
Yeah, I saw he was live.
Yeah, he got 20 years in the Army today.
Oh, wow.
Yep, 20 years today. So they did a little something for about an hour over there. And I looked at my clock and it was 9:45, and I'm like, I don't think I'm quite ready to go to bed yet. And nobody else that I wanted to hang out with was live, so I was like, yeah, what the hell? We'll just put one up here and hang out for an hour, and we'll see what's going on.
There you go.
So don't always have to come up here and do something spicy.
Yeah, of course.
It's fun.
Just hang out. I mean, especially nowadays, it's not like I can go out. It's still forbidden for me to go see people. So.
Oh, is it really? Oh, you're in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Our home and native land. You guys are still, man. You guys. I thought we had dictators.
Oh yeah.
Your guy has got you guys freaking locked down.
Yeah, I'm getting vaccinated on Tuesday.
All right.
Yeah. So it's happening.
I'm not going to start that conversation because we started that conversation earlier, and then I had to break it up with, "What's your pet rock idea?" that's my new that's my new thing when it starts going politics or starts going something. It's like that's my new. Hey, so what's your pet rock idea? So your $1 million idea that you've been wanting to share with everybody. And,
I'm doing it because I want to see my dad. And he's refusing to see anybody that's not vaccinated right now.
Your dad is?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I want to see my dad. I haven't seen him in over a year, and I'm really close to my dad. Yeah.
Mike needs a blue.
Jules. Yes, I'm still part of Shed Wars. I am.
Mike needs a blue. Hold on just a second. You'll know exactly what he's talking about, Mallory. Thank you, Mike. And Mallory, if you would like to put on some lingerie and dance for us, we'll put it to music and we'll use it for super chats too, you know?
I don't have that kind of body, man.
I'm putting it out there for you. There's many ways that people support the channel. If you wanted to support the channel that way, I would not be opposed to it.
We got one that's taking off his shirt. There you go.
There you go. There. That's there. We'll give her this one.
That is correct.
That's not what Eileen wanted. All right, hold on a second.
You got a tendency for taking all your clothes off. Oh man, hot damn, you got a body like. Oh man, hot damn, I'm falling hard like. I like it. Oh man, hot damn, you got a body like. I like it.
I like it.
There you go. Jules is saying he'll do it for me. All right, Jules, you got my email address, everythingspicyphil.com. We might have to do a lot of editing or little editing. What the fuck are you doing? Put your clothes back on. That's all you got to do is tell Roman, take your clothes out. You're talking about taking. Hey, hold on a second here. He's taking his pants down there for a second. What's up, Crapping Together? How you doing, man?
Oh my gosh.
That is my bro, Roman. What's up, Eric Garcia?
Good for you, Roman.
Well, Lawn Dog, chances are if you're in the military, you're not going to develop diabetes. It's just, you eat well and you're in shape and you do all these other things. Chances are when you're in the military, you're not going to develop diabetes if you don't have it before going in. Just saying.
It's cold out here.
It's cold out here.
It's cool. He's like, I'm in the basement. Oh, you're in the garage.
Of course it's cold out there. Look at that crap. So
He's got a robe.
it's Roman. It's just Roman, Mallory.
Just roaming around.
You'll learn to ignore him.
Yeah. Definitely learn to ignore him. My wife certainly has.
Eric Garcia says, "Put your shirt on, dude. People leaving."
Well,
no, we got 26 people in here. We were really low earlier.
Yeah, if they're If they're living
Better
over
than that.
this, they got some self introspection they need to take care of.
I was curious, Phil. Do you monetize your streams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, depending on what I put up there, I can get copyright claims and whatnot. Have to go back, cut it out, things like that.
Yeah.
So I have some of those problems. Like when E-Waste Mike comes up here, there's a little snippet of about 10 seconds of Kid Rock, but I get hit for it every single time. Granny's intro is dueling banjos. I get hit for that every single time. But they notify me. I go back, I trim it out. It usually takes it 12 to 18 hours before it's trimmed out, before YouTube trims it out. And then things come back to being monetized. Not like these live streams are making any money anyways. The only money you get off a live stream are the super chats and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, hey, there's Mud Tramp. I saw Mud Tramp today over at MBA's today. So I don't know if she's there regularly. I used to be there regularly, and then the whole thing with Sty had me always over there instead of checking out.
E-Waste, I don't look like Blue Girl. I'm as flat as they get. Like, no way. And
We'll
she's
be the
blonde.
judge of that.
And she's blonde. I'm like totally brown.
Well, you're a brunette version. I don't know. We have nothing to compare to. So sorry, I just.
Here it is, Phil.
Talk about flat. I mean, that's the world's smallest nipple right there.
Yeah, well,
that's
tiniest nipple ever.
Dr. Pimple Popper would look at that and say, "Pop that shit yourself."
Baby.
See what I got to put up here with their Mud Tramp? You see what I got to put up with?
Who is Winona Ryder?
Winona Ryder is a country western singer. Winona Ryder? Never heard of Winona Ryder?
Winona Ryder is
an actress.
She's an actress.
Yeah, an actress, and she's
an actress too. Didn't she sing country music too, though? No.
I'm gonna go search that right now.
Maybe I'm wrong. He's shaking his head.
Okay, there's Winona Judd.
I'm thinking of the other Winona from the Judds, right?
Beetlejuice, dude. Beetlejuice. She's
Winona from the Judds.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, you're not Winona Judd.
I guess sort of, yeah. I guess I sort of look like her. I never got that one before.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
I could see that a little bit.
I had that in one of my intros before. Was that, and I don't have that in here anymore, do I? Yeah, no, I don't. Who did I use that intro for with the Beetlejuice? Yeah, I don't have that in here. Anyways,
okay.
I was thinking of Winona Judd. You are correct, Matt. I was the one that made the mistake there.
Yeah.
Everybody else knows what the hell they're talking about except for me.
I had no idea that's what her name was. Winona Ryder.
She was the one caught shoplifting last year. Okay. Was that you, Mallory? Were you shoplifting looking like Winona Ryder?
The only time I shoplifted when I was a kid and got caught out, I think it was like at a Zeller's, and I think I was like 12 years old. And yeah, my dad came in, and I was so like I was crying, and yeah, those were the wild days.
Did they call
never
it
got caught as a
crap?
kid?
No, I got caught by the security guard.
My one friend got caught, and they called his parents, and I was with him when he got caught. It's the stupidest thing too. He got caught stealing decals out of a plastic model car. So you get those model cars you glue together, look like a Mustang or whatever, right, that are cheap as shit. Probably $2-3. He was stealing the decals out of that for some reason, and he got busted. And they called, and his parents were around. I forget what it was. And he got busted doing that. My mom and dad looked at me and says, "If we ever have to go through what Jimmy's parents just did, your ass is grass." And I was like, "Okay,
yeah,
I'm not gonna do that." So.
Never happened to me after that. That's for sure.
I got busted shoplifting at least 12 times. I was so bad. Oh yeah, I got kicked out of stores. I got caught shoplifting in stores. I got kicked out of because I got caught shoplifting in them. Yeah, I stole everything, anything, and everything. I was a bad kid. I don't know. My mom should not have loved me, but she did somehow.
Aw.
But
What's up,
yeah,
Newfound?
dude, I would steal anything. I got caught stealing $330,000 worth of stuff one time.
What? You did what?
I had $330,000 stuff worth of stuff shoved
Three
in
hundred
my
and 30,000.
yep shoved in my jacket. I had stereos. I had
Jewelry.
all kinds of shit just shoved in my jacket, and they were like, "Yeah, this is kind of a felony." I was like, "Oh,
It's a lot of money.
thank God when you're 14, it's not a felony."
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Canoe Hounds. Foot long, best pickup line ever. Not really there, Canoe Hound. He's got a book of those. It's not even a pickup line. He just reads from a book of pickup lines. Bad pickup lines that white people use. I mean, come on. Hey, have a good night, Matt J.
See you, Matt.
Thank you for the super chat, brother. I do appreciate it, man. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he's there. That's him, Matt J.
And Newfound Drone Productions are you from Newfoundland?
Well, we have Newfoundlanders out that comes in here. Newfoundlanders.
I think I met him on another stream earlier this week, and I'm not sure if that's him or not.
I just got caught shoplifting when I was 12. 4 hours until she got home from work. There you go. Hey, you know what? Some of that stuff. Shut up, Bill. I think they were working. One of my brother-in-laws, he got in trouble out of state, and he was in jail. And he called his dad. His dad's like, "No, keep him overnight." So his dad didn't pick him up until like 12 hours later. So, sometimes sitting in that cell for a little period of time make you rethink things. My mommy and daddy don't come rescue you instantly and start chastising the police for taking you to jail. That's how they do things now and then. It's not his fault. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, my stepdad left me in jail overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he should have. He had every right to, and he should have. Am I mad about it? Yeah, but should he have done it? Yeah. I mean, I was out of control. Yeah. Let him spend the night in jail. If that's the life he wants to fucking choose for himself, and let him deal with that, right?
Yeah.
I never spent one night in jail, and my dad always said, "If you end up in jail, I'm not bailing you out."
And that's a great thing to tell your kids because that hopefully that helps keep them from being in there.
Yeah.
Roman, but at the end of the day, when someone you love is in jail, you don't want them to have to be there long.
You're gonna scoop them out.
Yep. So one of my kids wound up in there, and I haven't had knock on wood. God damn it! None of my kids have wound up in jail yet. I got 6 of them.
I know.
And none of them wound up in jail yet. That's a good thing. Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
My
It's like
parents
herding
have
cats,
4,
man.
2 of the 4 of us went.
2 of the 4 of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent a couple of nights in the drunk tank and then spent 5 days in jail 8 years ago, 9 years ago, something like that. So
it was a long time ago for me too. Like
being dumb.
11 years ago. Yeah, I spent a month in jail. Yeah, being dumb. Just doing dumb
I
stuff.
actually learned more from a year of probation, of real strict probation, than I did 5 days in jail. At the end of 5 days in jail, I had learned absolutely nothing. The punishment was over, and I went about pretty much doing the things I was doing before, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a year of probation and having to do what they make you do during probation for a year and worrying every single day about messing up. Now, it changes you, and you don't want to go through that again. That was the worst year of my life, just the probation.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want to go back there again. I won't even take a chance. So
Yeah, after I got caught shoplifting, they had to send me to therapy and everything because I was so young. And oh yeah, that sucked. That really sucked.
once did 5 years for telling stupid jokes. We're sending the Warren police your way, Mike. So just so you know.
Well, I would tell
Yeah.
you know, every time I've gotten in trouble with the cops, it was because I was trying to get some pussy.
Oh, well.
Yeah, just trying to either meet up with a lady or take a lady home, or a lady beat me up. The last time a lady beat me up that I was dating, she ended up with a protective order against her, so she couldn't talk to me for a year. But yeah, it's crazy what dating life sucks.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way too with people, Eileen. With my kids, you made your bed, you got to lie in it, and for a lot of things that they do. But again, I think when it comes to one of your kids being in jail, even though they're safe in there, they're not in with like the general population and whatnot. If they're in there for a day or two, even a week, when it comes to your kids, I'm not going to go cuss them out, the police out, and things like that. I mean, obviously, if they're in there for a reason. I'm not one of these people that think that someone winds up in jail and it was completely, the police's fault. You see people blame the police. I wouldn't blame them at all. Matter of fact, my encounters with the police that have been negative were my fault, and I don't blame them whatsoever. Matter of fact, my last encounter, I actually appreciate it because I think it changed me quite a bit. So, what the fuck are you doing now, dipshit?
I dropped my phone again.
Oh,
sorry.
I thought you were showing everybody your garage door.
It looked like you're going.
That is the worst white person graffiti ever. That is why you don't see white people spray painting graffiti on bridges and overpasses.
But look at your picture right there in the middle.
Yep. Right in there in the middle, Phil.
The big Phil.
Yep. Please, sir, you white person with the spray can, put it down. So can't have that.
How many people spray paint their garage door?
I'm actually looking for a spray painter to paint my skidder.
Oh, well,
your scooter?
My skidder.
What the hell's a skidder?
It's a machine with 4 huge wheels to pull logs out of the woods.
Oh, okay.
I want to paint Mr. Beast on it because it's called Mr. Beast because it's so big and loud.
Okay.
I feature it in a lot of my videos.
Dude dropping the phone looks like an episode of Cops. That wouldn't be the first time Roman drops something. He drops the soap all the time in the shower.
Shut up, Phil. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now. Maybe. Roman, he got so curious. He went to powdered soap, so it takes longer to pick it up.
Yeah.
So.
Gee, mini Christmas.
Look at him pooching out that belly like mine. Look at that.
It's called a beer belly. Beer belly. Hook me up some more peanut butter jelly. Now tell me what you think about that.
That's right. I ain't gonna give you a shit about your body if you don't give me shit about my body. End of story.
Eric.
The keg. He's got a mini keg. I won't embarrass myself by taking out my full size, fully loaded keg.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Well, like I was saying earlier, man, it's all about who you're with. Like, you want to be with somebody that's like working out constantly every day and running and doing. I mean, I could get back into shape in no time. There's no question. I did it just a few years ago, actually. I was in Marine Corps shape. I was actually running 3 miles. Same time I ran 3 miles. I can send you pictures of my tight little 6-pack abs that I had 3 years ago. It's like you could do it, but is that the life you want to live?
I actually, when I was running, I actually felt a whole lot better. Felt better about myself and everything like that. I need to get back to that part of me that would get up in the morning and work out and do those things. I can remember in the dead of winter. I can remember. Quick story. Don't want to gross anybody out. I can remember the dead of winter running across this bridge and having to put my hand over my junk because it was so cold and so windy that my junk hurt. So I was blocking the wind while running, and I would run. I mean, unless it was pouring rain, I was running. It actually felt really good. Now, again, I can also remember dropping my son off my mother-in-law's in the morning and trying to get out of the car because I was had to go get kids ready, do that, and then my muscles would tighten up, because I really didn't have any time to loosen up after the fact. But probably some of the best. Well, that's back when I was 30 years old. When I was 29, 30 years old, I did a marathon. I used to run all the time and just. Oh, I seem to either be all into being healthy or all not being into healthy.
Yeah. I used to run a lot. Ben and I, we met in the cadets. It's like miniature army for minors.
Mm-hmm.
And we met on a physical training course, 6 weeks, and it was crazy intense. And I got 2 chin splits with on that course, and ever since then, now every time I start running, I have to go really gradual because or else it just starts all back again. I hurt myself bad.
Well, my best friend, his son went into the Marine Corps, is what he always wanted to do, and he was 2 weeks in the Marine Corps and got shin splints.
Yeah.
So they wound up taking him out of his unit, and they put him into like I don't know if they call it a hospital unit or whatever, but he was in there. When he went back to his unit in Marine Corps boot camp, you're in there for 11 weeks.
Yeah.
When they reintroduced him back into a unit that was 2 weeks in, his unit was graduating. So he basically spent 9 weeks recovering from his shin splints.
Yeah.
And at one point in time, they told him, if you want to go home, we understand. And they were going to actually let him out of the Marine Corps to go home because of his shin splints.
Yeah.
Now he's been in, I want to say 10 years. He's a sergeant or a staff sergeant now. He's doing recruiting, and he's going to put in his 20 years. Yeah, so wow. I'm sure that he was very glad that when he could have given up, and he had every reason to give up. You get shin splints. You don't ever think that's going to be, you're screwed, right? It's just almost like having flat feet, in the military. But he recovered from it. He got stronger from it, and he's never had the problem since. So
I didn't have time to recuperate from it. It pretty much was 2 weeks in where I got shin splits, and I just pushed through it. And I was finishing my drills, and I was crying my eyes out because it hurt so bad. And I finished the whole thing.
I understand that they are just painful as all get out.
Yeah. So I should have stopped, but I continued, and so I just hurt myself for. Yeah, they're just really sensitive.
Yeah. No, again, he didn't push himself. He pushed himself for a little while, but then again, they took him aside. They put him into a medical thing, and he stuck it out until he got himself recovered. Actually, I think at one point in time, a couple 2-3 weeks in, he tried to tried to let him rejoin his platoon, and it just re-injured or reoccurred. And they put him back in again to the medical thing until he was right. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So
well, I'm happy that he lasted all those years. Awesome.
Yeah, and I tell him too, because he talks every now and then to his dad about getting out. I says, well, if you talk to Charlie, says tell him, says when the kid turns 38 years old and he would have had 20 years in the military and can get a health care and a pension for life that no one can take away from him.
Yeah.
He'll have regretted the fact that he didn't put the whole time. I only put 4 years in, and I regret it. You put 8 years in or 10 years in, something like that, and you don't go the full thing. I mean, I can see 4 and done. Okay, I joined. It's not for me. 4 and done, you get out. But you do more than 4 years, and you got that much time invested in it. You got to think about putting the 20 years in, and what the reward for putting. It's just not 20. It's a lifetime pension and
really
lifetime medical benefits that you don't get in the civilian world nowadays. You don't go get these jobs for General Motors or other places now and get guaranteed health benefits and a guaranteed pension. The guys that General Motors now, you're on a 401k.
Yeah.
You're paying into your health care. This shit ain't free no more. There ain't none of the places are free anymore.
Yeah. I'm so grateful we have Ben's pension. He did 10 years, but he got out because, they kicked him out because his health wasn't good enough. And it was because of Afghanistan. So
so he gets a bit of a medical thing.
Yeah, he gets full medical compensation.
That's awesome.
Everything until the end of our days. So it's nice.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's just a Canada thing, or if that's I know people have disability discharges in the United States. I don't know if that's full or what, but everybody keeps telling me for my hearing that I should apply because they say it's easy to get a little pension or to get a little compensation for the military every month, for loss of hearing or things like that. But
yeah. Well, I know in Canada, you have to go through a really big process. First you have to go to therapy. You have to go through this huge process to be able to be approved for it. And Ben went through the whole thing. I think he went to therapy for 10 years. And man, it's been crazy. And medical, he had to go through all the tests, and then all of a sudden he got approved, and they're like, all right, we're liberating you, you're done. And here's your money.
Yeah, that's awesome. See, now my dad, he retired from the Air Force. He did his 20 years. He went at age 17. Retired from the Air Force, got out of the Air Force, came back to Michigan, went to work for General Motors, where both his mom and dad had retired from, went to work for General Motors, did 20 plus years for General Motors, and has that pension.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you're a kid growing up, you think there's something, your folks aren't that smart. That's got to be the smartest guy I know. 2 jobs in his entire life, basically. Yeah. Both of them he was able to retire from that had pensions and health care. And he's got nothing to worry about. He's not rich. He's not rich, but he's got money coming in every single month from both of these. Now his Air Force goes up with cost of living every year.
Yeah.
So the cost of living goes up. That's goes
like
up.
Ours, yeah.
Yeah, his GM doesn't, but he's lost some benefits on his GM. Their healthcare doesn't cover quite as much as it used to, but what they don't cover, my mom resubmits to the Air Force thing, and they usually cover the rest of it. So,
yeah,
it's a good thing, man. If you're young and you get in the military, I would say if you could do that, stick it out. In today's environment where you don't have jobs and things like that, if you can put 20 years, life is, most people are going to live to be 60, 70 years old anymore, right? Give up 20 years of your life. It's a job. You're going to have a job. You're going to have jobs all your life, Stick with one thing for 20 years. You got a roof over your head. You got a guaranteed job. Put it out, stick it out for 20 years and take that pension. And then you know what? You're going to be 38 years old when you get out. Now, you think 38 years old is old when you're 20 something, right?
You should be a recruiter, Phil.
I know, right? So, and then you can, at 38, you can go out and get a job. I did. So
I had a job where I could have retired at 100% salary at age 55. I could have retired. I worked for that company for 13 years. That was Denver Water. Not to dime anybody out, but it was the worst job in the world. It didn't challenge me. It didn't drive me. It didn't keep me entertained. It was just like a shit job. It was just like Just deal with traffic every day for fucking 35 years, and you can retire, and you'll be fine. And it would have been great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would have loved to have taken that pension and retired, and taken that. But it honestly was the worst job I ever had in my entire life, and it was horrible. And
Aw.
so I think that if you got a talent and you got a skill, and you can take it and take it as far as you can, to whatever you're doing, and that's what I'm doing now. Obviously, is get out of that shit. Don't just stay there because they're an awesome retirement plan. I mean, I could have retired 10 years from now, but who's to say I'm going to live? I might have a heart attack tonight and die. Who the hell's to know?
But
And
you
so,
also can't do that as if you're going to die. I mean, you have to imagine you're going to live to be 70 years old. Most people do nowadays.
I
You
don't
do
think.
always hear about that guy in his 30s, 40s, or even 50s, like my age. But that's the rarity. It's not the norm.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to expect to live that long, right?
I mean, at my age, it'd be nice to have a goal right now and think when I get to be this age, I can go quit my job and I can live off of what I've got, left over and be comfortable. But I don't feel like I can, I don't. And it's sad,
That's sort of like
Well,
us. Like
well,
we
I'm just
don't
saying.
we don't need to work. Ben is completely invalid, so he's got that pension and he's got
Yeah.
the full
Now,
medical.
you get health care because he gets health care?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the whole family
Well, you
gets
got health care in
because of it.
Canada anyways.
And so, but his healthcare is way better than what the government offers, anyways.
Yeah.
But we're here and we're so young, and Ben, even though his back is killing him, well, we got this homestead, so it's sort of like our new job.
Yeah, that's tough though when you do have to, I know Ben's being taken care of, but when you're being taken care of, but yet you have to go through that pain and the agony, and
Yeah.
back pain is probably one of the worst. I mean, you can deal with other types of joint pains and things, but whenever it involves anything, your neck, anything to do with your spine or whatnot, that is the most excruciating pain and is absolutely the worst that
Yeah.
you can have.
He starts at like a pain of 3, and then it like in the morning when he wakes up, he's never at 0. So he learns how to deal with it and push through with it. But it's not only his back; it's his knees, and I mean, he exploded, and I mean, he's got his whole face was open,
Oh wow!
So it totally shook him. So, and then with PTSD and everything too.
Well, yeah, that for sure.
He could not. I don't think he could go to the civilian life and work. Like it just would be impossible for him, like mentally.
That's right. I think a lot of people, guys, especially if you go through, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be sexist, but I think if you're in the military and you go through a war situation where you see some things and do some things, I think it's something that it stays with you the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have dreams about boot camp and being in the Marine Corps, and those things are things that stick with me for the rest of my life. And that was just regular, peacetime.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having gone through a lot of these guys have gone through, and sleeping and having dreams about that stuff and waking up from that stuff. I can understand PTSD.
Yeah.
I mean, I really can.
Triggers that happen at any moment, like it could be just so random.
Yeah.
He's driving his car and whoop, something triggers him. He has to stop. It could be anything.
And the biggest problem with a person that's been in the military is sometimes it's hard to grasp reality of people who aren't in the military. You don't know because and as someone that's been in the service, you look at someone that hasn't been in the service, and you think you have got no clue. Your life has been and people that aren't in the service don't have easy lives.
No.
But people in the service that have seen some stuff, they are at that point where you don't know, you have no clue, and people that have been that way too, with things that go on in today's environment with all these woke people and all this other stuff, and then people that are in the military, you've got no clue.
Listen,
what people go through in order for you to have this opinion and stuff. So
Yeah, of course. And look, I've been with Ben we're going on 11 years, and like I know what happened, but I still don't understand like what he goes through, and like it's so invisible. So
well,
it's like I'm
and
the
people
closest to him, and I know everything, but it's just like I don't even get it. Like,
and people like me and Roman can only. I mean, me, I can only think I know what he goes through.
yeah,
But bottom line is only he knows what he's going through, and only he can
yeah,
really. And he can't vocalize it, and he can't even if you go to therapy. I don't think you can really, put it all out there. You can never do anything that's going to get rid of it for you. It's always going to be a part of you.
yeah.
You can only hope that somehow you get a little bit better from it. So
Yeah,
crazy.
it's always a thing, but it's okay. I mean, a lot of it is you got to remember why. Uh, uh, you know what? I don't really give a shit. You know what? Does anybody like
Sorry, long
Oreo
dog.
cookies? Hey, how about Oreo ice cream? Oreo ice cream is pretty incredible, isn't it?
It is.
Like,
Oreo ice cream and pet rocks.
I got some cotton candy ice cream in the freezer right now.
oh
That
yeah,
sounds good.
But long dog, I'm so
put
sorry for your brother.
a little bit of that
I'm sorry,
right here.
dog. I didn't see that.
Let's get some ice cream on my nipple. Gonna get some ice cream on my nipple.
Sorry,
What are you eating, Phil?
I'm putting it away. I bought a pack of these stupid Twizzlers,
Oh my gosh, I was eating that like 5 minutes before hopping on your stream.
and I knew better than to buy them, so I've only had 3. So
I have like the big long ones. Anyway, are those the big ones?
well, these are what 9 inches.
Size doesn't matter. You had the yardstick fucking Twizzlers.
I have the extra long.
Oh, those are excellent.
You have.
I'll eat one.
Oh, I have to go take a shower. I seriously am dirty. I spent the weekend landscaping. Now it's time to do some manscaping.
That's me. I tilled up a garden on Friday. I tilled up the place that my wife is going to put Aiden's fairy garden in back there. She worked on that today. I went to her mom's house and took care of stuff at her mom's house today. I am spent. So, what's up, Rayleigh Creative Travel?
Hey.
Really?
Oh, I see that, Eileen. Yeah, Ben, he has like 70 grams of pot sent to him for free in the mail for his PTSD.
Nice.
Well, see, I like Twizzlers over everything else. Red vines are. I don't like red vines. Red vines suck. Sorry, lawn dog. Red vines don't taste as good as Twizzlers. Well, listen, guys, we're an hour and 40 minutes into the night. It is 11:30. I've got to get up in a little bit. So I want to thank everyone that came up tonight. Samantha, Mallory, Roman, everyone out in the chat. I appreciate everyone for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Do appreciate those that super chatted. That was awesome. I greatly appreciate it. Love you guys. Keep it spicy.
Bye.
Keep it spicy.